What's going on? It's Suck and I'm back with a brand new video on SuperDuprTech. Now in today's video I'll be showing you the results that I got when benchmarking the brand new 2020 13-inch MacBook Pro. So the model that I'm testing in this video has the 10th generation i5 processor, though I have already uploaded a video in which I ran the exact same tests on the 8th generation i5, so if you do want to check that out, be sure to click the card in the top right corner. As always, the full spec for this model can also be found in the video description. Also, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, and if you are new around here, then I must ask you to hit the subscribe button, clicking the bell icon to be notified of when I upload any of my new videos. But without any further ado, let's hit the titles. The first benchmarking application that I ran on this MacBook Pro was Geekbench 4. Now Geekbench gives a score for both single and multi-threaded tasks, and after these have then been performed, it will then give a score based on its performance and the time taken to perform them. And when testing the single core performance, I got a score of 4,683, whereas on the multi-core side of things, I got a score of 16,705. Now once again, using Geekbench 4, I ran their compute test to see how well the OpenGL engine ran through Geekbench, and as you can see, the score that I got for this test was 47,786. Along with OpenGL, I also performed the test to see how well the Metal API performed on this MacBook Pro, and with this I got a score of 38,300. The next lineup of tests that I ran were once again from Geekbench, but this time the newer set of tests that I found in Geekbench 5, and when running the CPU test I got a single core score of 1002, whereas I got a multi-core score of 3818. Like I had previously done, I ran the Geekbench compute test both on OpenGL and Metal and got an OpenGL score of 8,448, whereas with Metal I got a higher score of 9,745. I then ran a graphics test from Geekbench, which is designed to test out the performance of the Metal API. Now Geekbench runs a number of different tests which vary from higher and lower levels of intensity, and in the interest of saving time I have calculated the average of these results, but of course I will show you guys each individual result. Now the average that I got for the higher intensive task was around 75.11 frames per second, whereas for those graphical tasks that aren't as intense, I got an average frame rate of 110.58 frames per second. I then ran a simple disk speed test to see how fast the SSDs were on this MacBook Pro, and with this I got read speeds in excess of 2,300 megabytes per second with write speeds over 2,400 megabytes per second. Now next up we have NovaBench. Now NovaBench is a good general benchmark as it not only tests the CPU and the included graphics, but it also tests the storage and system memory. Now with this I got a score of 1,465. I then ran a network speed test, and with this I got a download speed of over 200 megabytes per second and an upload around 10% that speed. Next I ran Cinebench. Now Cinebench is a good benchmarking program as it tests each individual thread and then gives a score similarly to how Geekbench gives its score based on performance and time taken to perform them. Now with this MacBook Pro I got a score of 1,587. Next I did a timed export with Final Cut Pro, exporting a 5-minute 24-second video file to H.264 at both Full HD 1920 by 1080 and UHD 4K at 3840 by 2160. It is also worth noting that I did turn background rendering off, so what you are seeing is the raw power and the exporting capabilities of this machine. And as you're probably going to expect, the Full HD export took around 2 minutes and 40 seconds to complete, whereas the 4K took a little longer at around 3 minutes and 7 seconds. The last series of tests that I performed came from Untitled benchmarking tools, the first of these being their Heaven benchmarking tool, which is a heavy CPU and GPU test. Now this will give a general score based on its performance, and then it will give an average frame rate for when rendering out a particular scene. And when testing this out using the default medium test settings, I got a frame rate of 39.4 frames per second with a score of 993. And once again, from Untitled benchmarking tools, the last test that I performed was their Valley test, which performs a similar set of tests to the previous one. Now with this, I got an average frame rate of around 38.4 frames per second with a score of 1607. So that has been it for today's video. Of course, if you did enjoy the video, then be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and if you are new around here, then be sure to subscribe, clicking the bell icon to be notified of when I upload any of my new videos. Of course, I am soon going to have the max spec model of this MacBook Pro in very soon, which also will be tested on the channel. So like I say, if you are yet to subscribe, then go ahead and do so. Of course, if you have got any questions with anything you've seen in this video, then be sure to hit me up on my social media, or you can do so by leaving a comment down below. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.